peak too high to reach, no roads too long to seek. The highest mountain we'll climb. Oh, no valley that's too deep, nothing we can't achieve, 'cause nothing's breaking our stride. Hey, here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. Na na ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 ooh, na na yeah yeah. Na na ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 ooh, na na yeah yeah. We're headed for our dreams, gold opportunities, our heart connecting our mind. Oh, through it all, you and me will win eternally. Our future's looking so bright. Hey, here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. Na na ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 ooh, na na yeah yeah yeah. Na na ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 ooh, na na yeah yeah yeah. Together, you and me, we'll reach our destiny. SingaCup, keep roaring, for we are young and free. We'll get the stars tonight, our hands up to the sky. Long as you're by my side, we will fly. Hey, na na ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 ooh, na na yeah yeah yeah. Na na ooh, na 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 ooh, na na ooh, na na yeah yeah yeah. Here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. No peak too high to reach, no roads too long to seek. The highest mountain we'll climb. Oh, no valley that's too deep, nothing we can't achieve, 'cause nothing's breaking our stride. Hey, here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. Na na ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 ooh, na na yeah yeah yeah. Na na ooh, na 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 ooh, na No peak too high to reach, no roads too long to seek. The highest mountain we'll climb. Oh, no valley that's too deep, nothing we can't achieve, 'cause nothing's breaking our stride. Hey, here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. Na na ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 yeah yeah yeah. Na na ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 yeah yeah yeah. We're headed for our dreams, gold opportunities, our heart connecting our mind. Oh, through it all, you and me will win eternally. Our future's looking so bright. Hey, here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. Na na ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 yeah yeah yeah. Na na ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 yeah yeah yeah. Together, you and me, we'll reach our destiny. SingaCup, keep roaring, for we are young and free. We'll get the stars tonight. Our hands up to the sky. Long as you're by my side, we will fly. Hey, na na ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 yeah yeah yeah. Na na ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 yeah yeah yeah. Here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. No peak too high to reach, no roads too long to seek. The highest mountain we'll climb. Oh, no valley that's too deep, nothing we can't achieve, 'cause nothing's breaking our stride. Hey, here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. Na na ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 ooh, na 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 yeah yeah yeah. Na na ooh, na 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 ooh, na No peak too high to reach, no roads too long to seek. The highest mountain we'll climb. Oh, no valley that's too deep, nothing we can't achieve. 'Cause nothing's breaking our stride. Hey, here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, sing a cup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. Na na, ooh, na 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 na, ooh, na 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 na, ooh, na na na, yeah, yeah, yeah. Na na, ooh, na 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 na, ooh, na 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 na, ooh, na na na, yeah, yeah, yeah. We're headed for our dreams, gold opportunities, our heart connecting our mind. Oh, through it all, you and me.
eSingaCup 11 versus 11 Pro Clubs tournament. Well, we are in for day 2. Yesterday, our day got cut short because unfortunately we did have some EA issues,
True,
and
true.
we weren't able to bring the third game. But today, hopefully, nothing goes wrong. We'll bring you all 3 games tonight, and it's bound to be very exciting. Toastbox, what are you thinking about tonight's games?
Alright, for tonight's game, we have Gerrit Gamers, or otherwise we'll call them as GG, going up against Ahmad Dusic and Busby VFC, as well as CF Lakers. So we are going to see a lot of Gerrit Gamers today.
Hey,
And
get it, bro.
Gerrit.
Hey, get it. Definitely. So, I mean, we are in for a good time. You know, Garrett Gamers-wise, they have been quite the driving force in the pro club scene for the last year. You know, they won the VPG Singapore, they won VPG Malaysia. But this year, they're going through a little bit of a rough patch. You know, they're
Okay.
4th in their domestic league. What do you have to tell us about Ahmad Dusic on their side?
Ahmad Dusic, they are a team from Hong Kong, so they are currently 10th in their domestic league. So we're off to a good start, right? The first game is definitely going to be a banger. Like, top 4 in the domestic league of Singapore and top 10 in the domestic league of Hong Kong. So, and based on Gerrit Gamers' 2 games earlier, or rather yesterday, they kind of concede 0 goals and they scored 6. So
Hey, but I'm
that,
going to throw this at you. Ahmad Dusic also played 2 yesterday. They also considered nothing.
ooh,
Hey.
so like I mentioned, the very first game definitely going to be a banger.
That's the thing. So, unfortunately, the third game, Busby Babes, they did not do too well yesterday. They did get demolished, and CF Lakers as well on that hand. So it's going to be, quite the interesting couple of games because. Remember what we said yesterday. Only the top 1 from the group will go through. So right now, this first game that we're going to watch, Gerrit Gamers and Ahmad Dusic, is going to be almost the battle for the top spot in this group. Remember, there are 16 groups in this competition, 4 teams in each group, which means if my math is correct, my English nearly failed. If my math is correct, that's 64 teams in this competition. It is going to be absolutely immense. We're going to have the group stages, the final day of group stages today. Tomorrow evening, we are going to have the round of 16. Then Saturday and Sunday will be the quarterfinals, semifinals, and I mean, finally, you see how I'm going to that. Finally, on Sunday will be the final itself of the Pro Clubs competition. So both of us will be here for that. How excited are you for this whole individual tournament in itself?
Definitely quite excited because like what you mentioned, we are gonna see probably the crowning of the top team in Group 2 because this is Group 2 kind of matchup. So whether it's going to be GG or is it going to be Ahmad Dusic, only time will tell. And hopefully you guys have already jumped into the stream, have liked, shared, and sent to as many people as possible because this very first game, will likely determine the team going into the round of 16.
That is for very sure. Now, of course, if you're just joining us, thank you guys so much. This is the SingaCup Facebook page where we're bringing you all sorts of action. Well, we just had a talk with Cho Seo-hyun, the South Korean captain and Tottenham Hotspur player, women's player. That's the thing. Women's game right now is going so far. You have the WSL in England, the what do you call it? The equivalent of the English Premier League in the women's game. You know, you have her, you have so many teams, you know, doing well. You have the Arsenal women's team, you have Man City, you have, you know, even Lyon. You know, Ellie Carpenter came on yesterday at 8 p.m. to give her experiences on the women's game in Europe and also starting out in Australia. How important is it right now for women to be given a forefront role in football?
I think it's definitely important, especially since we are starting to move towards the world of inclusivity. So having them being part of the league as well, and it really kind of really evolves the whole game in general.
Yep, and at the end of the day, football is a game for everyone, and that is the main thing. I mean, we need to find more women pro clubs players. I think that is one thing that we want to try to find. You know, so if you're a girl, if you're watching this, if you want to try out pro clubs, you know, get some of your friends. You know, I think especially now it's very important because now with COVID and everything else, you know, COVID cases have been going up. So I mean, all the best to stay at home and stop the spread. You know, meet up with your friends. You know, if you have not meet up physically, but meet up online. You know, meet up online, create a pro clubs for yourself. You know, play a game, play against, you know, other friends that go through the divisions. I think it'll be very interesting to see what is available to you, especially on the outside. In terms of SingaCup itself, you know, there's so many events coming up in the next couple of days. They do have their football camps. They do have their 4v4 competition coming up. So many activities. So if you want to, you know, get a piece of the action, you know, go down to the SingaCup website, you know, find out all the details from there, and, you know, be a part of this magnificent tournament. Started in 2011 and getting stronger each and every year. You know, these 2 years have been hit hard because of COVID, but it's just fantastic, you know, that we are here to give you the esports side of it, and, you know, the physical side of it is now, you know, finally being started to go on, you know, with the 4v4 tournament. Alright, so if I am not wrong, enough of my blabbering, let's go into the first game of the night, which is between Garrett Gamers and Armor Dusic. And this is going to be finding out the top spot in this league. Now, right here, you can see Potato plays on the ball to El Guaje 7, or Tira as we like to call him. El Guaje, one of the best left backs in the league. I think playing in the left wing position this time. Tractility though, losing the ball to Big Ma. Beat base on the ball, passes it to the right hand side. Juan Romeo at right back this time. Foden with a great interception. Big Ma with the pass to the left. Here is Rono. Plays it back to SK1. Plays it right to Free HK. So, as you can see, of course, Hong Kong and Singapore both fighting it out. Sunny side up with the tackle. Free Hong Kong tries to get in the way of that, but fails to get it. Here's SQ on the ball. Great tackle there. And the Hong Kong side able to get the ball away. Toast, I mean, there's quite a bit of pressure already, you can see from GG. What do you feel about that right now?
I definitely did not expect this kind of pressure coming in. I would have thought that both teams would be playing a bit more cautiously, saying that it is going to be likely the battle for first place. So, and tries to get a shot in, and beautiful save by the goalkeeper. So keeps it level at 0-0.
Well, there we go. Already the first shot and the first call to action for the goalkeeper as Wawan plays it back to beat base. Here is Tractility on the ball. Shawal, as usual, in his central defensive mid position. El Guaje playing in a more advanced role today. Potato plays backing him up on this left-hand side. Wawan plays it to beat base. Moves it to the right-hand side for Juan Romeo. Plays it right to Sunny side up. Usually playing in the central attacking position. Here's beat base on the ball. Tries to look for a way through. Goes to the left to Potato plays. Here is Tractility. Plays the ball through to SQ. El Guaje getting into the box, but unfortunately not being able to make an impact, as now the Hong Kong side with Masaki will try to move forward. Instead, they do move back a little bit more passive, trying to look for options in that midfield. Here is Rono. Rono plays it forward, and it will go out for a goal kick. Based on the first 16 minutes of the game, where do you see this going, Toast?
This might actually go into a draw though, so it doesn't really favor any teams to go for the draw, especially since, you know, we did talk about the past games that both teams have played. They did not concede any goals just yet, and I believe both teams are currently on 6 points, I think, a piece.
Yep.
And hopefully, and again, a draw would not benefit both teams, so hopefully we do see some goal scoring action coming in from both sides.
But you think about it this way, I mean, if they get a draw in this game, I think it will depend on how much they whack the other two teams. or how much the other two teams are able to maybe hold off the challenge, you get what I mean, of GG and Ahmad Dusic. So it's going to be very important to have especially when it comes to the matches against the, not to belittle them, but the weaker teams. You know, I think those results will be the most crucial. As Fung Jai on the ball, plays it to Foden. There is a run being made down through the center. Masaki on the ball, being chased down there by Juan Romeo. Great tackle there, and Shawal will play it to the left-hand side. Here is Potato, plays to Tractility. Plays it left for El Guaje. Back to Tractility now. GG playing a bit of the slow passing game, waiting for the opportunity to go forward as Beat Base plays it to Sunny side up. Trying to move forward here, being caught up by the defenders, does the Berber spin. Beat Base this time, ESPK1 or SP Kwan able to get towards the interception. Sal able to pass the ball out from the back. Potato plays, moves it to SQ. Again to Shawal, Beat Base. And this time ESP Kwan again in the way, but Sunny side up has the ball back in the attacking half. Free HK able to head the ball away. Quite a bit of activity right now in the half of Ahmad Dusic. They have to try to play their way out, and they do that brilliantly. Fong Jai on the ball, but Wawan moving out of that central defensive position, or his central defense position, to intercept that. Runs into trouble by Renobo. Fong Jai plays it to Foden. Here is Big Ma playing it back to Foden. Here's Kenny. Moves it for Himash. Kenny again on the ball. Plays it left to ESP Kwan. Juan Romeo does the perfect interception, but Shawal gives it away. Big Ma on the ball here. Plays it to Fong Jai. Fong Jai plays it back, but Beat Base in the way. Sunny side up. Moves it forward for Tractility as we enter 36 minutes of the game. And unfortunately, it was not a good pass, and it does go out for an Ahmad Dusic throw in. So far, first half for you, Toast, I think it's quite even. What do you think?
It's definitely even. I'm quite satisfied with the first half, seeing that both teams, they are, again, being a bit more cautious. They don't want to concede any goal early on, and it's probably going to be down to the wire on the kind of goals being scored. A really cagey game in the first 45 minutes. Of course, we still have about 6 minutes, but a foul there by one of the GG players, and spot kick, sorry, not spot kick, but a free kick being given to Ahmad Dusic.
And now, looking at the options in the box, there's quite a bit of height in the GG defense. He's going to play it short to Renobo instead. Tractility manages to get in the way. Beat Base will try to start the counter-attack with SQ on the ball. Sunny side up. Plays it right to Tractility. Waiting for the options. Plays it to Beat Base. Plays it forward for Sunny side up. Oh, it's a poor pass. Unfortunately, Himash able to get in the way of the pass. Masaki for Foden. As we move into 42 minutes, remember there is that, I mean, it's not set in stone, but you know, that 45-minute glitch kind of thing, or, you know, if I put my inadvertent commas up there, you know, that's the thing. The 45-minute mark, always the most crucial part of the game. Shawal plays it left for Tractility again. Potato plays, making the option at left back. Tractility moves forward for El Guaje, and that is halftime here. First game of the night between Garrett Gamers and Ahmad Dusic goes into halftime 0-0. I mean, Toast, we talked a lot about it. This has been quite a cagey affair between the two teams. Where do you think the breakthrough can come from?
Looking from Garrett Gamers, I think it definitely would come from the center. I think that's the point that they keep pushing towards. But on the side of Ahmad Dusic, I think it would likely be coming in from a cross from either the left or right flank. And Garrett Gamers have to be aware of that as well. But of course, Garrett Gamers, they have majority of the possession. But again, possession is nothing without the goal. So definitely, it's going to be another cagey 45 minutes. But who can unlock this scoreline here?
I got a key. They probably might need the key to open up this defense. But I don't mean to throw the cliche out there, but as usual, possession does not matter. The main important stat is the stat on the top left-hand side of the screen, and it is currently 0-0 in this first game between GG, Garrett Gamers, and Ahmad Dusic in this top-of-the-table clash in Group 2. Remember, of the 4 teams in the group, only the top can go through. As Sunny side up takes the shot, and Jason Navas with the save. and it's an early corner in this second half. The ball goes in, and Heljai able to clear the ball away. It's back to sunny side up with another cross in, and Big Ma with a big clearance for Ahmed Dusic. Ronobo with a, oh, what a ball that is, a raking ball to High Mash on this right-hand side. He has runs in the center, and it's headed away by Sal of GG, and El Guaje will complete the clearance for the Singaporean side. Hong Kong, the Hong Kong team of Ahmed Dusic putting a little bit of pressure onto GG in this second half. Juan Romeo tries to get the interception. Fong Jai is there. The header is in by Big Ma, and is a big miss. And my goodness, that was a close one there, Toast.
That was a very, very close one, and that could have put the Hong Kong side in the lead, but unfortunately, like you mentioned, it is a big miss, and Big Ma definitely might be ruining that chance further along in the game.
55 or 53 minutes gone so far in this one. It is still 0-0 between the two sides. Remember, as we talked about it earlier, you know, it doesn't really matter in terms of what, if let's say this ends in a draw, I think the main results that will matter will be the matches against the weaker opposition in the group. So really crucial that for the team that wants to really make it through to the or to the round of 16, really, I think they really have to go for it, as now the Hong Kong team will take the throw in and Masaki will win it, but it will be offside as GG will take the free kick. Sunny side up this time, playing on the right hand side, playing it to Shawal. Here is Tractility, plays it for El Guaje. Back again to Shawal, good pass, good reverse pass there. Try to take a shot on there. Tractility, unfortunately, not being able to get it through, as now Foden coming through this right-hand side. High Mash providing the option for the pass back, and they will start again from the back. As and I mean, looking at it as they move forward, you can see that it is a 3-4-3 that they're playing in terms of the build-up. And look at that, what a ball it is up top for Fung Jai. There is space for him right there. The cross is in the box, and Big Ma with the big goal for Ahmed Dusic, and that is 1-0 for the Hong Kong side. And my goodness, you talked about it earlier. The main thing about them was the crossing, and they have taken advantage of that clearly.
And unfortunately for Gary Gamers, they are on the back foot in this second half. Ahmed Dusic, Big Ma, not making the same mistake as he did early on, as we saw that big miss, and finally converting their opportunity. So right now, Beat Base passes it along to So, who unfortunately loses possession, but El Guaje able to pick up the ball, and another cross in from Gary Gamers, but not meeting its intended target, Jerome.
Yeah, but that's the thing, from the center, that's where they usually will get their challenge, and it is cleared off the line by the keeper. And GG really have to try to find their way back into this one, because remember, only the top team in this group will go through. As Tractility on the ball finds El Guaje. Shawal moves it to the right for Beat Base. Plays it forward again for SQ. This time the interception being made, and Tractility will rerun the play. Potato plays on this left-hand side. Shawal, look at how deep that defensive line is, but they're getting through, and that is a goal, just like the SQ played. And this has taken off for GG, and it's SQ with the goal. What a finish right there, Toast.
And what an equalizer it is from Gary Gamers. You mentioned it earlier on. They need to go for the equalizer if they want to actually go into the next, into the round of 16. So this is still yet another KG game. We're back at square one, Drew.
Exactly, and this is going to go down to the absolute wire, as Beat Base now on the ball for GG. Beat Base again looking to try to open up the play, takes the shot from distance, and it goes over the bar. And really, that was not what GG would have wanted there. Maybe try to play it a little bit on the ground, as Shawal now plays the ball forward. It's headed back by Renobo. Here is Foden again on the ball. Beat Base this time doing his defensive work really well, as Beat Base tries to play it forward, but a great tackle there by Ahmed Dusic, as they move themselves forward now with High Mash. Plays it back for Free HK. Left again for Wawan, who intercepts the ball for Garrett Gamers. Beat Base now on the charge for Garrett Gamers, as he looks to try to maybe play the cross in. He's drawing the defender in, and unfortunately he runs out of play. 77 minutes gone. It is 1-1 between Garrett Gamers and Ahmed Dusic. So 13 minutes for any team to try to get their foot on the pedal as El Guaje now moves it to the left-hand side. Here is SQ, the goal scorer for the equalizing goal. Tractility plays it right for Juan Romeo. Gigi Shawal, gives it away to Kenny, and now Ahmed Dusic can go for the counter. Foden to Renobo, plays it left for Fung Jai. And again, they go back. I'm not too sure why they're going back because, there is an opportunity for them to counterattack, but they seem to be playing a very cautious game here, Toast. What do you think?
I think they're definitely a bit more confident on the ball and also on the next few
just
games.
As you say it, on the ball, then
yeah,
they give the ball away.
Unfortunately, it's the caster's curse, Jerome. It's the caster's curse, unfortunately. So, like you mentioned, definitely they'll be looking to capitalize on the other few games that they have lined up. So we'll definitely be waiting to see the results from that. But it's still 1-1 currently right now against Garrett Gamers and Ahmed Dusic with just less than 10 minutes remaining, Jerome.
Yep, exactly. And that's the thing we talked about. This is the battle for top spot. This will be a good result for Garrett Gamers because at the end of the day, they will still be on top with a goal difference of +6 to Ahmed Dusic's +4. So it's going to be crucial, the goal difference coming into the next couple of games for any of these two teams. Ahmed Dusic have to work on their offensive tactic, and Garrett Gamers have to try to score as many goals as possible, as well as El Guaje now to beat base. El Guaje in the unfamiliar position of left wing. Oh my goodness, that took me by surprise. The shot by beat base, and again another save by Jason Navas. Oh my goodness, I'm breathless here. The shot by El Guaje from miles out, and it is still 1-1 here between the two sides. Nearly getting the winning goal was El Guaje, playing that unfamiliar position. Beat base with the shot. They're coming in from all directions, and my goodness, wow, I am breathless. I need a cup of water. Where is it? There it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, what a game this is so far. Beat base, sunny side up now on the ball, waiting for support. There is Tractility with the shot again. It's blocked off. The header, it's still in the box. No, it isn't. And that is the end of the first game. My goodness. Oh, I am breathless, Toast. What do you think of that first game? What a game that was.
Even though it was a very cagey game, it was full of excitement, especially in the last 10 minutes.
Oh.
Right? So the woodwork really saved Ahmed Dusic from dropping that single point. So both teams managed to get a single point, but like you mentioned, Gary Gomez definitely are up in terms of goal difference. So luckily for that woodwork, man. Luckily for woodwork.
Oh my goodness, and that sets up a great second and third games for us tonight. Garrett Gamers will be playing CF Lakers and the Busby Babes. I believe the Busby Babes will be coming up first and owed to the Manchester United team. Looking at it, yes, the Busby Babes will be playing first. Busby VFC. We didn't see their games, but they have gone on a poor streak. They've lost the last two games. So hopefully they might be the kingmakers. My friend always says that, can they bring the kingmakers in this tournament? We'll have to find out a little bit later. We are now, of course, awaiting for the teams to invite each other into the next game. But my goodness, there was that last chance by El Guaje, and El Guaje is predominantly a left back playing in the left wing position. My goodness, what a shot that was. What do you make of the game overall for both?
I mean, overall, we knew that it was going to be a cagey affair. That was without a doubt. But the excitement in the last 10 minutes, like I mentioned, it really began to start to scale up, especially since, both teams, you can see the desperation in both teams to score that final goal. And as you mentioned, El Guaje, even from long range, attempting to get the keeper unaware, but unfortunately, it was the woodwork as well as I think it was a stray shot, unfortunately, for them.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're just joining us, thank you guys so much for joining us on the eSingaCup 11 vs 11 Pro Clubs tournament for 2021. 64 teams start this journey, and we will be down to that final one on Sunday evening. So keep it alongside with us, Toast Talks and Eurosnob JD here all week for you guys. And, SingaCup itself, there are different events that are going on. And if you missed the interview or the forum with Cho Soo-hyun, the South Korean and Tottenham Hotspur women's player. You can catch all the videos on the SingaCup Facebook page, where you can find out, how these players are getting on, especially in the European leagues. It's always refreshing to see Asian players playing in European leagues. Like Ellie Carpenter, who talked to Farah Nair yesterday, and today with Cho Soo Hyun, who was speaking to Colette Wong. Fantastic to see Asian players, especially moving overseas. What do you make of that?
Definitely, like you mentioned, it's a world of inclusivity, and right now, like, football is a world without borders, right? So Asian players playing in European leagues, American leagues, it's all an evolution of the sport,
for sure.
right?
Yeah. And tomorrow, of course, there's more things that are coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow at 8:30 as well, we do have the West Ham Under-21 head coach Stephen Opoka with us tomorrow evening. So do catch up with all the content that the SingaCup people are producing. It's extremely exciting to see so much fantastic content coming up on their end. And the reintroduction of physical football with their 4v4 tournaments happening this weekend. So really, if you have registered for that tournament, good luck to all of you. Me on the other hand, I will be doing the 1v1 competition this weekend. So currently the registration is still open. So if you're an avid FIFA player, if you're watching this and you're thinking, hey, I can go on and win cash money, I can go on and win cash prizes, why not join up the competition and sign up today? There is still slots available for the 1v1 competition. So do join us for that. I will be casting that, and it's going to be interesting. And please, if you're watching this and if you're going to play in that competition, I made this plea yesterday. I'm going to make this plea again today. Please, can we not have PSG versus PSG? That is so tiring to have to commentate Kylian Mbappe to Neymar, tackled by Marquinhos. It's not meant to be like that. But, at the end of the day, use whatever club you want to use, and just don't use Arsenal. I know I keep making that joke, but at the end of the day, it's good to see eSingaCup, with all the 1v1 competition, this 11 versus 11 competition. It's really exciting to bring all this to you. And with SingaCup itself, if you're looking for, different activities, go down to the website. There's something there for everybody. Remember, with football, it is without borders at all times. Now, we're just waiting for the second match to kick off, this time between GG, Garrett Gamers, and Busby VFC. So we might take maybe a couple minutes off for a little bit, just wait for them to get into the game, and we'll be right back with you.
We'll win eternally. Our future's looking so bright. Hey, here we go. Sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go. SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. Na na hoot, na 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 hoot, na 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 hoot, na na yeah yeah yeah. Na na hoot, na 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 hoot, na together, you and me, we'll reach our destiny. SingaCup, keep roaring, for we are young and free. We'll get the stars tonight, our hands up to the sky. Long as you're by my side, we will fly. Hey, na na hoot, na 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 hoot, na 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 hoot, na yeah yeah yeah. Na na hoot, na 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 hoot, na na hoot, yeah yeah yeah. Here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. No peak too high to reach, no roads too long to seek. The highest mountain we'll climb. Oh, no valley that's too deep, nothing we can't achieve. 'Cause nothing's breaking our stride. Hey, here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. Na na
This is, of course, the second game of tonight's Group 2 clashes. And we just saw the previous game between Garrett Gamers and Ahmed Dusic end in a 1-1 draw. So this will be massively crucial for the Garrett Gamers side, especially if they want to progress to the top of the group. Remember, I think I'm going to say this until I'm turned blue in the face, but 64 teams, 16 groups of 4. Remember, only the top team in each group will be able to make it into that quarterfinals or the round of 16 that we will have in or tomorrow. Actually, I nearly lost my game, nearly lost my mind a little bit. The game has crashed a little bit on their end, but we're just waiting for them to get back into this. But how important was it for GG to get that equalizer so late into the game, Toast?
Definitely a very, very important goal. Just purely because, you know, like you mentioned early on, they were 6-4 in terms of goal difference with Ahmed Dusic. Both teams, I believe, were level on points. So with this draw, they are still able to hold on to their current standings as probably the top of the table right now. So if they kind of lost that game, it kind of threw off the balance a bit. But I'm very sure going into the next game, going up against Busby VFC, they may be able to come back and bang in even more goals. So it being a draw in the very first game would mean that the second and third game slightly becomes a bit more important.
Right? Yeah. Exactly, and that's the thing right now. Both teams, and we have a multicultural group of teams. So we do have one team from Singapore, team from Hong Kong, a team from Myanmar, and also a team from Singapore. Wait, I'm losing my Hong Kong as well. Hong Kong, Singapore, Myanmar, and Malaysia. So 4 different countries, all in Southeast Asia. So I mean, if you are watching, you know, the AFF Suzuki Cup as well, this is going to be Singapore versus Myanmar. So
no, I think this is
Malaysia. Singapore
Busby is Malaysia. Yeah.
So unfortunately, they're not in the same group as us this year. They are in Group B. But you know, so much interesting storylines in this Suzuki Cup, and of course, lining up into the eSingaCup. Well, if you're just joining us on the live stream, welcome on down to SingaCup Facebook page, where you can find out all the latest action. And I believe the game is now ready as we move on into the virtual pitch right there, as we kick off for Garrett Gamers versus Busby. And I guess we're not going into that game. I'm going to sit back down once again. And unfortunately, the game has crashed. But that's the thing about it. We did have issues with the EA servers yesterday. So hopefully today we will get back on track. So as I was saying, the main one, give me a second. I mean, the main thing about this eSingaCup, it's been fantastic to see all these teams from so many different countries coming on down here. And, you know, it's been quite interesting, quite exciting to see all these teams from all different countries here and, you know, participating in this eFootball Cup. What do you make of this whole tournament on a whole?
On a whole, like you mentioned, a lot of teams from different regions of Southeast Asia coming together, and you know, definitely, again, the server might help to crash a bit, but unfortunately for them, they have to restart the game. But fortunately for us, we still have enough time to talk about this, right? So again, we're gonna go up against Busby VFC, which is from Malaysia, and you know, it kind of rekindle the Singapore-Malaysia kind of
the Causeway rivalry,
the Causeway rivalry, right? And you know, going down into Singapore versus Myanmar later on, CF Lakers. Not really a rivalry, I would say, but definitely like of games past. Right, so this, I mean, even if it's not on the field, even if it's on the virtual field, I think we still can keep to that rivalry and make it much more interesting.
For sure. And I mean, for this competition in itself, you know, this is the second year that we're having this SingaCup online. You know, last year we had to do it because with current COVID situation and everything else. But this year was the reintroduction of physical football. There is the 4v4 competition happening this weekend. There is the football camp that is happening throughout the next couple of days. You know, you get to, you know, the kids will get to meet different players, especially, you know, the women's football team. Ernie, the women's captain, will be playing alongside with Madhu Mohana and Zaiful Nizam, as I think the game is ready to go. And will it crash? Will it crash? Let's give it 1 minute.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope not. And we are good to go. And I'll throw it, of course, to Toast Talks for the play-by-play.
And now Gary Gamers with possession. SQ, who scored the equalizer in that previous game, a very, very vital equalizer, sends it to the flank, but unfortunately gets intercepted by Amir. I believe that was a player from Busby Babes. So Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Okay, there's a bit of a mouthful there, but unfortunately he gives the free kick away because I think he was offside. Shawal sends it to Tractility with SQ, ample space on that left flank. Sunny side up, brings it in, waiting for some backup in the 18-yard box, but passes it back to Shawal. Finds SQ with trying to wiggle his way past the defense, but currently Malaysia, or rather Busby VFC, still a bit more cautious in the back four. So Shamir back to Foster, who sends it wide to Brian. Brian finds Ralph and gets intercepted by Beat Base, but sends it along back to the opponent's defense. Oh, sliding tackle by Sunny side up, and the referee carries on play, but Udasha saves the ball for Team Busby VFC.
I don't mean to cut in, but you know, you're looking at all the names, and then after that, the right and the left backs for Busby VFC is Brian and Foster, and then the rest of them are all confusing us.
Yes.
They are all their names all around, but you know, this is the thing about pro clubs: you can make up your names any which way you want to go, and that's the best thing about it. You can create your own player on the pitch and give nightmares to casters all around the world in terms of the gameplay. Well, back to you.
That's true. So after about the 13-minute mark, you know, both teams still trying to find a way past their own, or rather their opponent's defensive line, but to no avail. So Tractility for Gary Gamers finds Beat Base with ample amount of space. Ryan tries to go for a shot, but gets blocked by Brian, and it's out for the.
By Brian.
Yep. And it's the very first corner for Gary Gamers, who. Ooh. Okay, I thought that was a goal. I was ready to jump up already, Jerome.
I was already there in the air, and you know it takes me a while to get down. Oh my goodness. But, I mean, so far first half, very cautious by both teams, but Garrett Gamers definitely having a little bit more of the opportunities going forward. And interesting fact, Ryan, you know, who's playing in the Garrett Gamers side, he is actually a football player who played for Geylang International a couple seasons back, and hopefully he'll make his comeback into the Singapore Premier League sometime soon.
Let's hope he does, because we need those players in the field here to bring some entertainment to the Singapore local scene. But right now, it's Sunny side up with the ball. Passes the ball to El Guaje, and Tractility still trying to find their way past the defensive line, playing much more in the left flank, but gets intercepted by Shamir. Sunny side up, gets the ball back for Gary Gamers. It's Beat Base, who finds SQ, not able to capitalize on that opportunity, but it's still... No, it's not. It's no longer in the hands of GG. Garrett Gamers. He's gone out for a free kick due to offside.
Well, you can say SQ was grounded there. Oof. You're here for a long ride. Remember to tip your waitresses. I'll be here all week. But really, like the first few minutes, we've seen that Garrett Gamers really on top, on the ball, but they're yet to get through this very stubborn Busby Babes defense. Reminds me of the game between Singapore and Timor-Leste in the AFF Suzuki Cup a couple days ago, where it was very defensively stout by the Timor-Leste side, but they did concede a goal within 4 minutes, so I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Yikes. But they did hold on throughout the rest of the game and did very well to hold Singapore to 2 goals alone. And, you know, that's where we are in this position. And throwing it back to you for the play-by-play.
And would that be a prediction though on this scoreline? So we'll see because it's still early on in the game here, as an in-swinging corner comes in to the 18-yard box but gets cleared by the goalkeeper, and it's now Sunny side up with options in the final third, and unfortunately gives it cheaply away, right? Ibrahimovic, I have to get that memorized here, Jerome, as Baptiste passes it back to Foster, and it's now still in possession of Busby VFC. Shinchan on to Ibra, who gets dispossessed by Patato, I believe, and Ryan gives the ball away back to Shinchan. NRG does have options in the center of the field, gets dispossessed. Beat Base back in possession rather, and unfortunately not finding its intended target, but Sunny side up working to get that ball back into the possession of Garrett Gamers, and Tractility bringing it back. SQ Might be trying to find some space. Tractility will find SQ and Ukasha being called to action, and that could have very well been the very first goal of the second game, Jerome. And how important was that save for Busby VFC?
Well, definitely very important as we enter this last 7 minutes of the first half. You know, you definitely don't want to be going into halftime a goal down. You know, that's always the most important time to score and the most important time not to concede a goal. But Gary Gamers might do that now.
Oh, what a ball into the 18-yard box, but doesn't reach its intended target. But it's still on the side of Gary Gamers to turn it around. Beat base in the center of the field, trying to find some backup, but Baptiste, interception by Baptiste, backs to Shanwick. We'll find NRG, and I believe one of Busby's player looks to be injured. He is kind of limping, and it's Ibra, I believe their center forward here. Baptiste tries to cross it in, but the catches the ball with ease, I have to say, Jerome.
Yep, it was wonderful by the catch. Wonderful by the catch. As what a ball that is forward, and my goodness, nearly getting it through to SQ, and that is half time right there.
And it is still 0-0 in the first half. 45 minutes has passed, and I have to say, even though it's a KG game, it seems to be a much faster paced game compared to the very first game against Ahmed Dusic. Like both sides having a bit more of the opportunities compared to the game in versus Ahmed Dusic in the very first half. So, what do you think is the key to unlock this KG affair, though?
I mean, for right now, I think the center for Busby has been really cramped over. So I think they have been trying to play through the center. There have been a couple shots that were taken by SQ that was able to get through. But I believe more from the flank might be the way to get through this defense. I'm not too sure. But I mean, you can take a look at the stats, like what we saw just now. You can see it all in the favor of Garrett Gamers. So they really want to try to get the front foot on this game, because remember, them and Ahmed Dusic level on points at the moment, or I mean, depending on how the game goes for Ahmed Dusic when they play the rest of the teams here in this one. So really important for Garrett Gamers to make sure they get the goal or goals to try to put themselves above Ahmed Dusic in the next one.
So we did see a confirmation that Ibra Kekmovic has been injured. So that definitely is not a good sign for Busby VFC, the centre forward being injured. And I think you kind of hit the nail on the head there. The ball has to come in through the flanks, especially if their centre forward is injured. As Brian here muscling the midfield player to regain back the ball, but it's gone out for a Busby throw-in.
All right. And I mean, this game right now is so evenly poised that it's going to be quite nerve-wracking for the GG players, especially because they know what is at stake. They know what is on the line. Remember that only the top team in this group can go through.
But what a pass there. And now Ryan on that right flank will try to find options into the 18-yard box. Passes it back to Shawal. Will try to go for the true ball here. Unfortunately, not able to get it through the stubborn Busby defense. And like you mentioned early on in the first half, it is a very stubborn defense here.
That is for sure. And they are doing their very best to make sure that this Garrett Gamers team doesn't get through. But they might do now.
And it's still Ryan on their right flank. We'll have one play in the penalty box. We'll try to find SQ, Tractility. Passes it back to Beat Base trying to take a few touches too much and gets dispossessed. But it's now on the side of Busby Babes. Can they go for the counter-attack? Shawal cutting that counter-attack short. And back to El Guaje. And is this a scoreline that you are expecting, Jerome, from Garrett Gamers and Busby, especially after 60 minutes?
Definitely not. I thought this was going to be a little bit more of an open contest. I thought it was going to be more goals between the two teams, mostly probably in the possession of Garrett Gamers. But you'll never know. Still 30 minutes of this game left to go. Remember, the more that it stays at 0-0, the more anxious that it might become. And another opportunity there goes begging for Garrett Gamers.
But sunny side up will be able to secure the ball, but from a very, very bad throw from Ukasha, who tries to get it back and trying to make do with the mistake there, and sends it up into the center of the field. Tractility gains back the ball for Garrett Gamers. Beat Base will find, I believe that is Ryan in the right flank, and still passing it back to Beat Base Ryan, trying to pry open this stubborn defense. It's still Ryan with the ball for Garrett Gamers, but again, dipping his shoulders, not able to get through to the defense, and now it's a counter attack on the side of Busby VFC. NRG trying to wait for backup to arrive. I think he just be a bit too fast here as the catch, just keeping it level for both sides, and we are slowly but surely counting down to the full 90 minutes. Baptist for Busby sends it wide, keeping it alive. Xing Chan, the referee waves play on, but the catch finally gets the ball back for a free kick. And what can Busby VFC do with this free kick? They have not had a lot of the possession though, but you know they are quite fast on the counter attack. That I must say. And a ball goes begging here as the goal goes in, and a Baptist. And I'm not sure why the catch had to punch the ball away though. And unfortunately, the defense was caught lacking. As right now, Busby in the lead by 1-0.
Oh, that is going to be massively crucial. Ahmad Dusic must be celebrating right now back in Hong Kong, because this is going to be a very big result, especially if Garrett Gamers don't get the victory. Remember, only the top team in this group will go through, so it is imperative that Garrett Gamers do come back into this game. If not, they are close to being knocked out of this competition if this stays this way.
NRG trying to force their way back into the 18-yard box, but unfortunately the defense learning their mistake from that first goal and gets the ball back into their possession. But it's now Ibra who seems to be having a renewed life and tries to go for a shot and gets another goal past the coach, or rather the catch, and Ibra Kakmovic has to be celebrating deep down inside. He was injured in the first 45, but now he seems like he has a new lease of life. It's 2-0. I'm quite surprised at the scoreline, Jerome.
Yep, exactly. And I just got word from our producer that 1-0 Ahmad Dusic won their game. And this is going to be big, because now Garrett Gamers are now 2-0 behind, and Ahmad Dusic will go 3 points ahead of Garrett Gamers in this one. And the permutations are clear. If they don't win this game, Ahmad Dusic might go all the way to the top of this group and go through to the round of 16 for the eSingaCup 11 versus 11 Pro Clubs tournament.
With just 10 minutes left remaining, Garrett Gamers need to not only equalize, but they need to go for the win. 3 goals in 10 minutes. It's gonna be a very, very hard for them. But right now, it's still Potato Place with the ball and trying to find their way back into that final third. El Guaje will find Shawal. And clock is ticking down. You can sense the desperation coming in from Garrett Gamers. Potato Place.
Nope, sorry. I just had to, but oh, I get singy when I'm nervous. But oh my goodness, what a ball that is!
And it's now NRG with the ball, and again they have been very, very critical during the counter attack, and that's where they are punishing Garrett Gamers here. Garrett Gamers they were doing a lot of the offensive attacks, but they are kind of lacking behind when trying to drop back out during the counter attack. So Tractility will try to find SQ, and Ryan will try to get 1 goal back, and we have a game, Jerome.
Yep, we do have a game. We do have another 3 more minutes of this one, but is it too little too late? Because they need to get the victory. I mean, a draw might be good enough to at least get that 1 point so that they don't lose 3, but oh, it's a little bit of a woozy, because Ahmad Dusic, having won their 3rd game, is going to be quite tough for them right now, especially if Ahmad Dusic go on form.
But Ryan now with the ball for Garrett Gamers, trying to puncture through into the 18-yard box. Tractility will find Ryan. Ryan will score 1 more goal, and we again, Jerome, never say never. We are just 1 goal away from a victory for, and unfortunately the referee has had enough and will call for time. What a 90 minutes we've had.
Got to give credit to Garrett Gamers for coming back. Got to credit Garrett Gamers for coming back into this game, but they definitely lacked the concentration when it came to that first 80 minutes or so. You know, I mean, that's got to be gutting for the Garrett Gamers side, because as word came in from our producer a little bit during the game, that Ahmad Dusic won their crucial game by 1-0. So they have to, it's not in their hands anymore. Look at it. I mean, the control is in their hands, but the results are not in their hands anymore, basically, because you know, with Ahmedusich getting that win, Ahmedusich go on to 10 points in this group. Garrett Gamers, having drawn that game, are now on 8 points. You know, having won 2 and drawn 2 already in this tournament. Remember, only the top 1 in these groups will go through. We start with 64 teams. We will end off with the final one this Sunday. So do stick around with us here. Myself and Toast Talks will be here all the way for the 11 versus 11 tournament. And we are so excited to bring it to you during this SingaCup competition. We'll be right back as we bring in the next 2 teams. We'll be gone for a short break.
No peak too high to reach, no roads too long to
As they
see.
play it over
The
to the left
highest
hand.
mountain
Goodness, but there is
will
Mbappe, and there's gonna be a goal record. There is Sadio Mane, and there it is, and then, and you know, here's Alvin Tum. He looks for Billy United, and Billy United, who goes to Nelly, and Jogo can take the shot, and it's another goal. Then from kick Ronaldo, and it's 1-0 to Jindy, and the prancing bird flies again. Congratulations once again to Chingdi for proving to be the best in this 8 Nations tournament.
We're headed for our dreams, gold opportunities, our heart connecting our mind. Oh, through it all, you and me, we'll win eternally. Our future's looking so bright. Hey, here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. Na na ooh na 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 ooh na 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 ooh na na yeah yeah yeah. Na na ooh na 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 ooh na na ooh na yeah yeah yeah. Together you and me, we'll reach our destiny. SingaCup keep roaring, for we are young and free. We'll get the stars tonight. Our hands are to the sky. Long as you're by my side, we will fly. Hey, na na ooh na 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 ooh na 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 ooh na yeah yeah yeah. Na na ooh na na.
And we are back here for the 11 versus 11 tournament. I mean, just now during the break, we were going through all the different permutations that might happen. I'm not going to go through that again because he kind of lost me at the first sentence. But we're just going to watch the games and we're going to see what happens in between because there is so many different permutations that happen, you know, not only in FIFA, but, you know, in the world of football itself, permutations are everywhere, you know. And we are ready to get into this next one as we bring you the next game for Garrett Gamers, this time against CF Lakers from Myanmar. So that's going to be... Oh, the game crashed again. Goodness gracious me. But in any case, I mean, we also got to talk about the connection issues, especially, you know, because, you know, when you're 11 players in Singapore connecting to 11 players in Myanmar is going to be very difficult sometimes, you know, to get proper gameplay. And sometimes these things do happen. So we do apologize for that. But in any case, I mean, the different permutations that happen right now. Okay, so we look at it this way. GG have won 2 and drawn 2. They are currently on 8 points.
8 points, yeah.
All right, if my math is not wrong. It's not wrong, right?
I hope it's not wrong. I guess it's... I
You
guess
have to be the one that's correcting me on this one. Okay, I was depending on you for that. Okay, so Ahmedusich did win their next game. All right, so now they're on 10 points. So it's 10-8.
Yep.
All right, so now they still have one more game to play against each other.
Correct.
Think about that. So if GG wins that game, or basically if Ahmedusich win their next game, they basically go through already.
Correct.
So depending on what happens for Gigi and Amadusic, really is going to be very crucial to see what happens coming up next. What are you expecting from the second game? Because we saw the first game between Amadusic and Garrett Gamers. It was, you could tell it was a little bit tense between the two teams, and both were trying not to make mistakes and everything else. What is the mindset that you go in as you're going into a very crucial game like that?
I think you really have to come in with a fresh new mindset, right? You cannot like harbor like whatever happened in the past game. You got to put that aside and think of it as a fresh new game, because if you dwell on it, you tend to might make a mistake here and there, and that you cannot have that, especially in this last game that they're gonna have.
Yeah, that's why I don't play professional pro clubs, 'cause I tend to get nervous. But I think that's the thing. They really have to try and not want to make mistakes. They don't want to be too carefree, and they don't want to be too careless.
Correct.
You see what I did there?
balance,
Carefree, careless. There must be a proper balance between the two, and sometimes it can be difficult, especially when you're put in that position, especially if you're Garrett Gamers, because you need to go for the win.
Correct.
That's the thing. And we are ready for the next game between Garrett Gamers and CF Lakers, as we see Garrett Gamers in the black kit, and for CF Lakers will be in the whoa, and there we go again. Once again, the game has unfortunately crashed. Again, that's the thing. I was talking about it previously beforehand. That's the thing. You want to have a perfect balance between the two, between the mentality, because it's so difficult. That's why I really respect esports players, how they're able to keep themselves in the zone. And, we've seen people rage, we've seen people stuff like that. I've destroyed controllers before. I do not encourage that, people. I do not encourage destroying controllers. Disclaimer right there. But that's the thing. I don't know how these guys keep themselves cool. You've casted tournaments before. How have you spoken to these players on how they keep themselves mentally, in the zone?
I kind of respect the mentality that these players have, right? Like you mentioned, have I talked to these players? I don't really talk to them like during this kind of tense situation, because it kind of throws them off the game. So, but I do know that for players themselves, they would rather just block out everything else and just focus on the game. And it's because of that kind of focus that we managed to see like a draw coming in from Busby, VFC, and GG. Like we came in with the expectation that Garrett Gamers are probably gonna hammer Busby, VFC, but through focus, through determination, we were able to see Busby, VFC secure a draw. Could have been a win if their defense remained stout till the very end, but they were able to secure a draw, and now GG is fighting for their spot at the top of the table.
Yep, and that is for sure. Amadusic now making it so difficult for them, and Amadusic right now playing against Busby VFC. It's going to be quite the crucial game, because we're going to take a look at the results later. Hopefully GG do have a little bit of escape route. We are actually going to take a little bit of a break first while the games are setting up. Maybe we'll get to the main screen, and if they're able to play for the first minutes, or they're connecting already. Okay, let's actually take a look if they're ready to get in. Let's go to the game screen and see if they are ready to get into this one. Remember, there we go, match found. I'm keeping my fingers crossed under the table here.
Let's hope it doesn't crash yet again.
I think it might though. Oh, there it is. Jerseys changing.
So we just have a little under 10 seconds. So Amadusic and Busby. I think Busby would definitely be buoyed by that draw that they secured against GG, Garrett Gamers, and they might have an upset for Amadusic. So that would definitely help Garrett Gamers.
Yeah, we are currently live. Actually, I'm actually watching that game live, and it's actually 0-0 right now between Amadusic and Busby Babe. So we're gonna bring you. This is so cool. Like we get to bring you like updates from the both results. This group is so tensely poised, and it's absolutely amazing to see as we go into the second game or the third game. I think they're crashing actually, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, they got a few players. I think a couple of players have been disconnected, and I think they're getting back in. But anyway, let's go into this one. Ryan on the ball for GG. Shawal on the ball towards the left-hand side. Tractility plays it to Potato Plays, who finds Sunny side up on this left-hand flank. Plays it back once again for Potato Plays. Here's Sunny side up, this time tackled by Ji Su. Probably K-pop fan, most likely.
Blackpink.
Oh, Blackpink. Oh, Blackpink, that's the one. Okay, BG Williams, Brigadier General Williams to the left-hand side for PK, penalty kick, and it will be a free kick, not a penalty kick, for the side of CF Lakers as they hope to get themselves back on their feet. They did lose the games yesterday against Garrett Gamers, trying to play a little bit of turkey with the Garrett Gamers side by shifting around their takers. The free kick is taken and the catch, true to his name, catches the ball. What do you think of the first 6 minutes of this game so far, Toast?
I think we still have a lot of game time to be played, but again, Garrett Gamers still having a lot of the possession and might go.
Ooh, Tractility going through on goal, and my goodness, he takes the corner now. It's in the box and it's cleared away, but that was so close by Garrett Gamers. And now BG Williams moves it forward for CF Lakers. Plays it to Colin. Good ball over the top. Will the catch get there first? The attacker gets there first, and Uncle Billy. Well, here is your uncle, and that's the first goal scored by CF Lakers, and it is 1-0 to CF Lakers. And Garrett Gamers, my goodness, they have lost focus and might be losing this game at this current moment. My goodness, and in the other game that we're watching between Amadusic and Busby, it is still 0-0 between the two sides. And really, this is such a desperate attempt now by Garrett Gamers to try to get back into this one. How important was it for CF Lakers to get that goal, Toast?
Definitely very important, because that kind of puts Garrett Gamers even further on the back foot, because they definitely have to win this, right?
Oh my goodness, but Ryan, hold that thought. Oh my goodness, it's going in. Oh, what a save! Oh my goodness, we're focusing on everything else in our conversation, but we saw that chance. But SQ, will he take flight here? He passes the ball to, oh, it's an air shot, and Tony manages to get to the ball first. But CF Lakers coming under pressure, not too sure how that ball was saved, but it's still, oh my goodness, there might be a counter-attack here on this right-hand side. BG Williams being intercepted by Potato Plays, but my goodness, breathless after that bit of action, Toast. I mean, oh my goodness, what a game we're seeing so far.
And it's very, very exciting for both teams. And Garrett Gamers, like you mentioned, they are trying a very, very desperate attempt to actually equalize or at least get the victory, as we have Ryan here with the ball, trying to pass it back into the 18-yard box, sunny side up, trying to send it back to Potato Plays. But again, they need to equalize and get the victory, as we are still 0-0 on the other side of the pond, I would say. And you know, it is very important for Garrett Gamers.
What a ball over the top here. Cross it in, and there is sunny side up. And that's the goal that brings Garrett Gamers back onto level footing with CF Lakers. Remember, Ryan Shafiq bringing the Singapore side back into the game after going 2-0 down. This time, sunny side up, his flank partner being able to get onto the ball first and get the goal in. My goodness, we are back on level terms, and really important that Garrett Gamers try to win this one on the other side. It is halftime, and it is still 0-0 between Amadusic and Busby VFC. So really important, this one. The corner goes in, the catch by Tony, and he will push it up for the CF Lakers side. Plays the ball long upfield. This time Izzuddin Ali able to get to the ball first. Sal Dillon plays it back for Potato Plays, and he will find the ball over to this right-hand side for Juan Romeo. Good pass for Ryan Shafiq. Ryan Shafiq now bursting through this right-hand side. Beat base. Plays it towards SQ, and the tackle there by the CF Lakers side. And Ryan again able to get the tackle in. I mean, I love this. We know we're looking at both screens right now, trying to get an idea of what to happen. What are the permutations? I have no idea. Later we'll speak to our producer on that one, because there's so many different results and so many different plays in this one that might happen. As now a corner for Tractility into the box. Izzuddin Ali with the header. Oh, the clearance to be completed. Nai Mio with the ball. Plays it only straight to Tractility as Beat Base plays another good ball into the box. Gilles with the header away. Shawal tries to knock it back. Ishikawa will start the counter-attack. PK plays it towards Ailun. Uncle Billy, oh, this time it is tackled by Sal as Tractility moves it forward. This is the thing about pro clubs, is back and forth, And now Jerome, hey Jerome, hi, that's me! And tackles the ball. See, I can play pro clubs. Jerome with the ball forward to Colin, and it is towards the catch. My goodness, what a game this is so far. Oh, it's 1-0, I believe, in the other game, and Ahmed Dusic have taken the lead right there. My goodness, what a turnaround that is. Busby fighting so hard to the second half, and Ahmed Dusic have taken the lead, and it is 1-0 down on the other side. And Garrett Gamers, I'm not too sure whether they know about the result at this current moment, but it's 1-0 between Ahmed Dusic and Busby as SQ now on the ball. Tractility to beat base, plays it over to this right-hand side. Here is Ryan. Moves it back towards beat base, tries to beat his defender. Tip your waitresses, I'm here all week. Juan Romeo on the ball, back to Shawal. Here is Ryan. Plays it side for Tractility. Beat base, takes a shot! Oh, and it's wide of the target. And it is a goal kick for the CF Lakers side. They're playing with danger here. Finally, they get a bit of common sense and clear the ball away. But it goes straight back to GG. Well, will it be GG for their competition hopes of qualifying for the round of 16? You'll never know. Colin now on the ball for CF Lakers. Good tackle there by the defender, but it goes straight back for Brigadier General Williams. Here's PK. Here's blocked off. Oh my goodness, what a save. That was so important, so crucial. As we go into halftime, Garrett Gamers currently level with CF Lakers. As you can see again, Toast, all the stats going in favor of Garrett Gamers.
Everything else except for the scoreline is currently still 1-1 between Garrett Gamers and CF Lakers. And on the other side, Ahmed Dusic 1, Busby VFC 0. And it's very important. We cannot say this enough, but it's very, very important for Garrett Gamers to secure the win here, because a draw is not acceptable for them.
It's not enough. It's not going to be enough. As I'm looking through the Facebook comments, Fami Nico, of course, RE Beat Base, checking in. Jerome, Klasa, nice haircut. Hey, bro. Thanks, man. Later message me. I'll send you the barber's name. Then you can try to get in contact with him. But anyway, as we go on into the second half, we are looking at both games at this moment. The Ahmed Dusic Busby game is currently on 62 minutes with Ahmed Dusic with a 1-0 lead, and Garrett Gamers having a 1-1 draw against CF Lakers. So Beat Base plays it towards Ryan, plays it through towards SQ. Oh, unfortunately, Gizdo able to get to the ball first. Gilles plays it to Uncle Billy. Uncle Billy tries to find Colin, and the catch, able to get to the ball first. 50 minutes gone already in this one, and the catch having to do a little bit of work for Garrett Gamers. Ryan to beat base, plays it to the right hand side for Ryan again. SQ back to Ryan. SQ inside for beat base, back for SQ, and that is the goal that puts Garrett Gamers in the lead. There he goes. He has taken flight and has arrived at the opposite airport. SQ with the goal right into that near post. And that's the goal that might clinch the win for Garrett Gamers.
It might very well be the goal, but again, they have to continue to pile the pressure, get more goals in, especially going up against CF Lakers. But CF Lakers, again, they're no pushovers, right? They are definitely going to try to get an equalizer or even a win here, right? So let's see if they are able to do so, as it's still back in the side of Garrett Gamers.
Well, remember, there's still another game between Garrett Gamers and Ahmed Dusic to be played out. So we will, of course, take a look at that and see if we're able to cast that one also. Shawal plays it for Ryan. Ball over the top for Tractility. Inside for Sunny, side up! Oh, what a save by Tony. But again, another shot. And it is saved by the defender on the line. Tractility with the corner kick. And it's a goal for Aizuddin Ali. And that is 3-1, the goal that they needed for a little bit more stability. And it is 3-1 to Garrett Gamers. Aizuddin Ali rising highest past the goalkeeper. And it is 3-1 here, Toast.
3-1, definitely a boost of morale there as they are able to get ahead. And right now, I would say they have that comfort blanket right now, but I don't want to say that because there is another game happening, and unfortunately they are still trying to force their way into the 18-yard box, but it's gone out for another corner.
Yep, the Ahmadusic game and GG game is going to be massive as they try to get in. Sunny side up again with another shot, goes over the bar. I mean, if it could have happened differently, imagine if they had beaten Busby VFC. You know, the goal difference here might have been enough for them to go above Ahmadusic, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. I mean, now we're here at 3-1 on the second game, and they did draw the last game. So remember, with this one, they will be on 11 points, Garrett Gamers. But, oh, there might be a penalty here. It is a penalty. A little bit of a careless challenge, and it will be a penalty. Will Uncle Billy, oh no, he's giving it to Colin. Probably his nephew. So Colin will take the penalty. Mind games being played by the goalkeeper. Oh, and it goes straight down the middle. Colin following the right line into the back of the net, and that is the goal and makes it 3-2.
And this would definitely hurt the goal difference of Garrett Gamers. So they are currently just 1 goal difference in this game. But again, we don't know the final score from the Ahmadusic as well as the Busby VFC game. We'll bring that to you after this game as we kick off for the restart.
Well, Tractility plays it to SQ. They might need to get another goal here, but can't. Able to clear the ball away, and it will go out for a throw in to Garrick Gamers. Juan Romeo to take it. Ryan plays it to Beat Base. Plays it to SQ. A good tackle there by CF Lakers, and the counter-attack to be made by Uncle Billy. Plays it too far though. Aizuddin Ali, the important goal scorer of that third goal for Garrett Gamers. Might seem like the winning goal here. Sunny side up. Tries to play the ball forward. Jisoo able to fly back for, hey, look, it's Jerome, it's me. Able to clear the ball, but he gives the ball away just like the Jerome that is commentating on this one. Sunny side up now on the ball. Oh, does a tremendous elastico. Here's SQ. Oh, the shot, and it is saved. And a final result from the game between Ahmadusic and Busby. I think, Toast, you have that, don't you?
Yep,
What's the final score?
The final score between Ahmadusic and Busby VFC. It's 1-0 in favor of Busby. In favor of Ahmadusic.
Ooh, you nearly made all the Garrett Gamers fans all go erupt into joy. But I have to stop you there. It is the opposite way around. Ahmadusic have won their game versus Busby VFC, and again, this is going to be massively crucial for Garrett Gamers to win this one. But Jerome passes it for Colin. Oh, and it's the bar. And that was the chance for Garrett Gamers to throw it all away. And CF Lakers, my goodness, nearly getting the goal that would have equalized that. They were 2 goals down. Oh, now they're 1 goal down. But my goodness, that was such a chance for CF Lakers. Potato plays now at the left back slot. Plays it for Shawal. Tractility. Ryan for Beat Base, tries to play through but can't, able to get to the ball first. Ishikawa back to the goalkeeper Tony, who is an AI actually. Just realized that about 18 minutes into the game. Shows what a shotcaster I am. But, you know, Juan Romeo, interception supreme there. Potato plays it to Tractility. Beat Base, there's a run being made by Ryan, but I think Over the Top would have done a better job. Juan Romeo to Ryan, back for Beat Base, plays it for Sunny side up, and oh, how do you like your egg? Sunny side up?
Sunny side up.
Oh, definitely. But unfortunately not able to go in. Tractility with the ball into the box. Naimyo with the clearance. Colin to PK, and now there's the start of the counter-attack for CF Lakers. Jerome with the ball to Uncle Billy. Uncle Billy, can he take the shot? He does take the shot, and the catch with the catch. And might be wasting a little bit of time for Garrett Gamers. This has been a tough one. The last 2 games especially have been really tough for Garrett Gamers. But Sunny side up wins it. He has Ryan in the box. He decides to go it alone. Sunny side up. Good save by Tony. And my goodness, another chance for Garrett Gamers goes a-begging. And it is still 3-2 to Garrett Gamers. But my goodness, they should be at least 2 to 3 goals ahead. Toast, will they come to regret this?
They will come to regret this if Team CF is able to get the equalizer here.
Oh, my goodness, what a game so far. Ryan now on the ball. Moving forward to Beat Base. Back to Ryan. Back to Beat Base. Ryan still on the ball. He's going to run it out. Oh, he passes it straight to Brigadier General Williams as he clears the ball away. Sal Dillon with the ball forward. And I think that should be it for this game between Garrick Gamers and CF Lakers. What an entertaining game. It ends 3-2. Oh, I mean, I am breathless after commentating on that one, and it is absolutely brilliant. What a game between the two teams. And really, it's going to go down all the way to the wire because Ahmed Dusic have beaten Busby Babes or Busby VFC by a goal to nil, which means this last game between the two teams will be the most important. Well, I got to catch my breath. We got to catch our breath. Well, we'll give it 2 minutes. We'll be right back with you guys.
No one comes back fully from an ACL injury. That's what everyone tells me. So definitely, no one comes back from 2 ACL injuries. Everybody said my career was over, that I will never play again, that I won't be able to kick the ball again. They said that I will never be the same again. Then I heard the voices of my wife and kids. They wanted me to be on the field. They kept asking me when I would be on the field again. For them, I made myself a promise. I don't want just to be back to my best again. I want to be better. Better than my best. I ignored my critics and I took their words as motivation instead. Motivation to work even harder. Every single day, from 8 AM to 5 PM, I was in the gym. In the morning, I was doing knee rehab, then lunch, power nap. 2 PM, continued with upper body workout and ended it with icing and stretching. Monday to Saturday for about a year. To be even stronger than I ever was, I needed to go further. I met a nutritionist, a sports psychologist, and doctors. I also did my own research and learned much more about nutrition and sports science in order to make my comeback. To change my story, I had to change my life. I prioritized sleep, rest, yoga, strength and conditioning work. Before my ACL, I didn't care about watching my diet. But now, I make sure I eat good, healthy and proper food. I was becoming physically and mentally stronger. But things got harder. In 2013, I finally got back to the field. My performance was bad. I conceded a lot of goals. I was rusty due to the long layoff and being out of action for so long. My critics were having the last laugh. So what did I do? I do what I always do. I put my head down and got back to work. My newfound knowledge and wisdom gave me the mental strength to keep going. I continued to learn new things. I repeated the same recovery training again and again. My family was watching and waiting, so I kept going. The hard work finally paid off. In 2014, I won the league with Warriors FC. I won the Player of the Year in the S-League. I even got an offer to play overseas in Thailand for Army United for 2 years. In 2015, I was voted Goalkeeper of the Year by Goal Thailand. And then, while playing for Home United, I had an unfortunate accident. I had a head collision with a player from the opponent. I broke my nose. Was in a concussion for around 2 to 3 hours. The doctor said I would be out for at least 3 months.
Remember, if Garrett Gamers win, they will. I just said it, winner takes all. Why am I repeating myself? It's winner takes all with this one. Remember, the winner of this game will go through into the round of 16 that will be happening starting tomorrow evening. And wow, this is interesting stuff. What a night of drama this might be. And really, Toast, we are all here for it.
Yep. And I have to correct you there. I think Arma Dusic just need a draw to actually go through. So Garrett Gamers definitely needs a win here if they want to go into the round of 16. So Arma Dusic, they'll be happy with the draw, and based on the previous game that they had, I think they'll be happy with that draw.
Well, here we go with Masaki on the ball again for Arma Dusic. The cross inside, the catch this time decides to punch the ball, and Wawan will take the ball away for Garrett Gamers. Moves it on for Juan Romeo, plays it central to Shawal. Beat base, plays it back, but Big Ma in the way, and will play the ball towards the side. Kenny plays it right for High Mash. High Mash looking for the options this time, finds Kenny on the ball. Plays it back for Hejai, free HK. They're trying to draw the Garrett Gamers players out of their defensive stance, and they're doing very well as they play it forward. Very good play there by Amadusic. Left for Fung Jai. Masaki on the ball. Plays the cross in, blocked there by Wawan. Back again for Fung Jai. Plays another cross in for Big Ma. This time Wawan has to win the header, and he does. And now Garrett Gamers will try to push themselves forward once again. 5-cell. Wawan in the central defense have to really utilize their aerial ability against Big Ma, because Big Ma, my goodness, really is big. My goodness, what do you think?
Definitely has the aerial presence from a Big Ma, and you know it's still in the possession of Garrett Gamers.
Ooh, they're playing a dangerous game here, Amadusic. Remember, they just need a draw to go through, and really, that's not the way to be playing, especially if you're in need for the draw. Renobo with the ball forward. Remember, in the last game between these two was a 1-1 draw. Remember, a 1-1 draw, a repeat of that same scoreline will not do Garrett Gamers any good as they look to qualify for the round of 16 as Beat Base plays it forward for Ryan, the hero from the game against Busby. The ball in from SQ. Oh, and free HK gets his foot on the ball first. And a corner for Garrett Gamers, the header. Free HK able to get his head on the ball first. Now Fung Jai plays it for Foden. There is an attack here. Masaki plays it left for Fung Jai. Juan Romeo this time with the interception. He tries to clear the ball away, and it goes into touch of the Amadusic player. Tractility can't get away from it. Ronobo gets the ball first, and Fung Jai will look to recycle play. ESP Kwan plays it right for Hei Jai, but El Guaje intercepts. All but Tractility gives the ball away to Renobo. Big Ma with the big touch there for his side. Big Ma back again. Beat base intercepts, but straight to Kenny. High mash on this right hand side. Foden back to Renobo, playing a very passive game, moving it from left to right, waiting for the Garrett Gamers to push out of their defensive structure, and they are looking to do that here. Kenny on the ball, passes it back towards Hei Jai, tries to play forward high, and Shawal tries to get in the way of that. Tractility though wins it back. SQ plays it for Ryan. He has a defender in the way. Ryan back to Tractility. SQ left to sunny side up, and they have to pass it around. Shawal Scholes unfortunately gives the ball back to oh my goodness, Amacedo with the ball. Here is Foden, plays it to the left. Masaki, the ball in for Big Ma, and that's a big goal, a big finish there from Big Ma. And my goodness, that is the goal that is needed for Amacedo for the goal there. Oh my goodness, what a shot that was. And really, is it curtains for Garrett Gamers? What do you think, Toast?
Garrett Gamers again being punished on the counter attack, and they need to stop that counter attack coming in from Amadusic, because they've been punished once and twice. And look at that, another counter attack coming in from Amadusic.
Oh, Fung Jai on the ball. Renobo plays the ball in. It's headed away by El Guaje. Left for sunny side up. 36 minutes gone. 9 minutes from halftime. They need to try to get a goal back now. Beat base with a good tackle in. Ryan on the ball. Moves it over to his right-hand side. Here is Beat Base. Oh, good tackle there by Kenny as Ahmad Dusic clear the ball away, but straight back to El Guaje. Tractility plays it for Beat Base. Shawal. And oh, he gives it back to ESP Kwan, and that is offside, unfortunately, as we hit the 38 or 39-minute mark in this one. My goodness, what a game we are seeing so far. Oh, this is just end-to-end stuff. And really, what a game this is so far, Toast.
Yep. And again, Ahmad Dusic is just going to be happy with a draw, but they're one goal up, so they'll even be more happy at this scoreline, as we can see from Masaki, I think, on that left flank, rather, gets dispossessed by Garrett Gamers, Jerome.
Yep, and Juan Romeo now bursting down this right-hand side, plays it to Ryan, backwards to Beat Base, plays it forward for SQ, gives the ball away, but Beat Base able to win it back. The ball over the top by Beat Base, the sunny side up, and the goalkeeper able to catch the ball, and Ahmad Dusic go into halftime with the result that they want. A 1-0 lead going into halftime, and remember, they just need a draw to go through, and Garrett Gamers on the back foot early on. Big Ma with the goal, and Ahmad Dusic in pole position. What do you think the Garrett Gamers mentality has to be from here?
They have to fortify the mentality. I mean, we've seen Garrett Gamers come back from even worse scorelines, right? So this is a chance for them to bounce back yet again, and this is the most crucialist of games, rather, to actually bounce back. And they have to do it, because if not, they're out of the round of 16. And Ahmad Dusic definitely happy with this current scoreline going back into the tunnels.
Well, the side from Hong Kong proving to be a tough nut to crack for GG. And really, in that first game, they also went down by a 0-0, and then the comeback started from Garrett Gamers towards the end. SQ, of course, that was the first. I mean, that first game of the night seems so long ago.
It's true.
When Garrett Gamers seemed to be in a very key position to go through, and now they find themselves a goal down and 2 points worse off than they were when the teams first played about a couple of hours ago. As Wawan on the ball for Beat Base. Tractility plays it right for Ryan. Ryan moves it inside for Beat Base. Plays it again to the left, but Big Ma doing his defensive work as Juan Romeo gets the ball from Beat Base again. Here is Shawal. Plays it left for Tractility. Forward, but Kwan able to get to the ball first and clear it away. El Guaje with the pressure on the defense as sunny side up. Plays it back to El Guaje. Tractility loses the ball this time. Masaki able to get onto the ball first to play the ball towards Foden. Foden gets away from his defender way too easily. Can he try to play it across the Big Ma? No, he ends up running out of play. I mean, what's it with Garrett Gamers and losing to family members? They consider to go to Uncle, and now they've considered to go to Big Ma. And Foden on the ball, plays it back for Masaki, tries a shot on, and Wawan able to get in the way of that and will go to Juan Romeo, who gives the ball away to Renobo. Foden plays it left for Renobo again. Here is Fung Jai inside for Foden, and it's a good save by the catch. This time wide of the target, pushes it out for a corner. Big Ma with another header, and this time the catch able to get onto the ball and clears it straight up for Tractility. High Mash with the header backwards. Shawal, important for one of the older or one of the more experienced Garrett Gamers to pull his team out from the mire. It goes to Juan Romeo down his right hand side. Here is Ryan. Ryan looks for the inside pass, but Kenny stands in his way and passes it over to Big Ma. Fung Jai and Renobo now playing the ball backwards. Here is Free HK. Gives it straight back. SQ. He picked the wrong pass there. I believe the sunny side up was on his left-hand side, but chose to go towards the middle instead. And now Garrett Gamers, you can feel the desperation on their faces, Toast.
Just after an hour of gameplay, we have SQ with the ball, trying to force his way into the defense, but unfortunately, Ahmad Dusic still trying to hold the fort for themselves.
El Guaje on the ball, plays it towards this right-hand side where the other fullback, Juan Romeo, is standing. Juan Romeo to Ryan. Beat Base. Plays it forward, but Kwan able to get there. But Beat Base wins the ball back. Beat Base for SQ. It's a bit of a mix-up in the box. It's cleared away. Shawal to Sunny side up. Oh, no one can get the shot on. 64 minutes gone, but pressure here again. The ball is through to SQ, and it's a goal for Garrett Gamers, the equalizer. SQ with another goal to add to his name, and it's 1-1 here between the two sides. Same result, same player that scored the equalizing goal, Toast.
I have to add on, this is not enough for Garrett Gamers. They need a full 3 points. They need to score one more goal. Basically, they just need a win here.
Oh, wow, Ryan is through on goal. Ryan Shuffing is through on goal. He scores the goal. It's 2-1. Garrett Gamers take the lead at 67 minutes. Can they hold on for the victory? My goodness, this is drama. This is more drama than any soap opera I've ever seen. And I lost my words.
It's only the group stages.
Oh my goodness, yes, it's only the group stages here, and so much drama heading into it. Thank goodness we picked this group. Thank you, bro, for picking this group for us to cast, because such interesting storylines and everything else. Juan Romeo wins it back. SQ plays it for Tractility. Sunny side up now on the ball, tries to play it left, and now, just like myself, I have to calm down, and that's what GG are doing now as Tractility finds himself on the ball. But Toast, my goodness, what have we seen so far?
What a game. Garrett Gamers, like I've mentioned, they've come back from even worse results, and they are proving their worth yet again. 2-1 with under a quarter of an hour left remaining. Will they be able to hold out this scoreline?
Well, they've been having a tough time of it. Oh, big ball, Big Ma! Oh, it hit the bar! Oh! It hit the bar, and the catch must have been grateful for that one, because my goodness, it hit the bar and nearly went in, but oh, the catch, able to get to the ball first. This is absolutely magnificent. A magnificent game here. Garrett Gamers have to hold on for this one. They are not making it easy for themselves at all. But then again, I wish all the more to it, because this is such exciting stuff to cast. And remember, you're watching this on the SingaCup Facebook page, the eSingaCup 11 vs 11 tournament. The game between Ahmad Dusic and GG Garrett Gamers going to the absolute wire, as now SQ can't give the ball to his teammate, gives it straight to Foden. Foden to Renobo. Masaki now. Now it's the time for Ahmad Dusic to try to get back into this. The ball to Big Ma! What a save! What a save! Oh, it hits off the bar. Oh my goodness, what a chance that was for Big Ma. I mean, what a chance that was, Toast. What a chance. We are both breathless in the studio right now.
With under just 5 minutes remaining, can Ahmad Dusic go for the equalizer? All they need is a draw, right? They don't need to win, they just need a draw, but they can be punished here by Garrett Gamers.
Well, Beat Base on the ball. It drops for Sunny side up. Oh, and the save. The save right there. So important for Ahmad Dusic. Tractility now to take the corner. He plays it short to SQ. He plays it backwards. And there we go. Now it's just time for Garrett Gamers to make sure that they don't give the ball away here. Sunny side up. Plays it left for Ryan, who is offside. A very smart offside trap played by Ahmad Dusic, who you have to feel sorry for, because they have been the driving force in this group. Garrett Gamers, you know, they have been struggling this year in their local league and in everything else. But, you know, tournament football, think about it this way. Arsenal, I mean, I don't mean to bring that up again, but Arsenal, you know, they struggle in the league. But when it comes to the FA Cup, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. As we enter the last minute of the game, it might be all over. As Kwan, I believe it's all over. And there is the final whistle. Ahmad Dusic 1, Garrett Gamers 2. Winner took all here for Garrett Gamers, and my goodness, I am absolutely breathless. Wait, where's my water? I need to drink some water.
End-to-end action, man, Jerome.
Oh my goodness.
We knew there's going to be an exciting game. We just didn't know it was this exciting.
And
right?
this is just the group stages. We talked about it earlier. It's just the group stages. And we are ready. This is...
I mean, but before that, I think we got to congratulate Garrett Gamers for probably making it through into the round of 16. And what a fight, right? What a fight they put up to make it to make their way into the round of 16.
I mean, we followed all their games today. You know, it was so up and down. You thought they were going to make it, then they thought they weren't going to make it, and suddenly, you know, it was like, you know, the F1 race. You know, if you watch F1 between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, I mean, my goodness, they pulled it out of the absolute fire here, and they have gone through into the round of 16. Well, I mean, if you're joining us here, I mean, look at all the action that we've seen so far tonight. You know, it's been absolutely amazing. You know, stick with us for the next few days. We will be bringing you more fantastic pro clubs action over the next few days. There's pro clubs from now until Sunday. There's the 1v1 action on Saturday and Sunday. And, you know, on the SingaCup Facebook page, there's also a forum with Stephen Opoka, the West Ham under-21 women's coach. So do stick around with that. And I just got word from our producer that there's also actually a female esports player within one of the teams of the tournament. Unique FC, Miss Tin Hay plays for them now. She used to play for another team, I believe, in Vietnam. So really, it's going to be exciting stuff. And we can't wait to bring more action to you. Join us again tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. on the SingaCup Facebook page. Oh, what a night it's been so far,
What a crazy game, man.
Oh, what a crazy
game.
What a crazy game this is. And take care, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Time for some sleep.
No peak too high to reach, no roads too long to seek. The highest mountain we'll climb. Oh, no valley that's too deep, nothing we can't achieve, 'cause nothing's breaking our stride. Hey, here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more, ole, 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 ole. Here we go, sing a cup, no we're not giving up, ole, 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 ole. We're headed for our dreams, gold opportunities, our heart connecting our mind. Oh, through it all, you and me, we'll win eternally. Our future's looking so bright. Hey, here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more, ole, 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 ole. Here we go, sing a cup, no we're not giving up, ole, 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 ole. Together, you and me, we'll reach our destiny. Sing a cup, keep pouring, for we are young and free. We'll get the stars tonight, our hands up to the sky. Long as you're by my side, we will fly. Hey! Here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more, ole, 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 ole. Here we go, sing a cup, no we're not giving up, ole, 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 ole. No peak too high to reach, no roads too long to seek. The highest mountain we'll climb. Oh, no valley that's too deep, nothing we can't achieve, 'cause nothing's breaking our stride. Hey, here we go, sing a roar. No peak too high to reach, no roads too long to seek. The highest mountain we'll climb. Oh, no valley that's too deep, nothing we can't achieve. Cause nothing's breaking our stride. Hey, here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. Na na hoo, na 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 na, hoo na 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 na, hoo na na na, yeah yeah yeah. Na na hoo, na 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 na, hoo na 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 na, hoo na na na, yeah yeah yeah. We're headed for our dreams, gold opportunities, our heart connecting our mind. Oh, through it all, you and me will win eternally. Our future's looking so bright. Hey, here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. Na na hoo, na 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 na, hoo na 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 na, hoo na na na, yeah yeah yeah. Na na hoo, na 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 na, hoo na 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 na, hoo na na na, yeah yeah yeah. Together, you and me, we'll reach our destiny. SingaCup, keep roaring, for we are young and free. We'll get the stars tonight. Our hands up to the sky. Long as you're by my side, we will fight. Hey, na na hoo, na 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 na, hoo na 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 na, hoo na na na, yeah yeah yeah. Na na hoo, na 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 na, hoo na 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 na, hoo na na na, yeah yeah yeah. Here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. No peak too high to reach, no roads too long to seek. The highest mountain we'll climb. Oh, no valley that's too deep, nothing we can't achieve. Cause nothing's breaking our stride. Hey, here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. Na na hoo, na 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 na, No peak too high to reach, no road too long to seek. The highest mountain we'll climb. Oh, no valley that's too deep, nothing we can't achieve. 'Cause nothing's breaking our stride. Hey, here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. Na na hoo, na 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 hoo, na 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 hoo, na 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 yeah yeah yeah. Na na hoo, na 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 hoo, na 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 hoo, na 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 yeah yeah yeah. We're headed for our dreams, gold opportunities. Our heart connecting our mind. Oh, through it all, you and me will win eternally. Our future's looking so bright. Hey, here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. Na na hoo, na 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 hoo, na 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 hoo, na 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 yeah yeah yeah. Na na hoo, na 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 hoo, na 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 hoo, na 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 yeah yeah yeah. Together, you and me, we'll reach our destiny. SingaCup, keep roaring, for we are young and free. We'll get the stars tonight. Our hands up to the sky. Long as you're by my side, we will fight. Hey, na na hoo, na 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 hoo, na 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 hoo, na 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 yeah yeah yeah. Na na hoo, na na hoo, na na hoo, na na yeah yeah yeah. Here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. No peak too high to reach, no road too long to seek. The highest mountain we'll climb. Oh, no valley that's too deep, nothing we can't achieve. 'Cause nothing's breaking our stride. Hey, here we go, sing a roar, take the lead, sing a more. Ole, 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 ole. Here we go, SingaCup, no we're not giving up. Ole, 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 ole. Na na hoo, na 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 hoo, na 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 hoo, na 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 yeah yeah yeah. Na na hoo, No peak too high to reach, no roads too long to seek. The highest mountain we'll climb. Oh, no valley that's too deep.